Okay, good afternoon class. So today we're looking at algebraic fractions part 2. So in our previous lesson we looked at multiplication and division only. So in today's lesson we're going to look at addition and subtraction. And of course this is still the example exercise 1 because there is only one exercise and it's on page 45, but it's part 2. Alright. So let's go. Addition and subtraction of fractions, as we did a lot of fractions last year, not so? So we know if we're adding, subtracting, we must find an LCM, not so? Which is the lowest common denominator. So you're looking at example 1, and example 1 is on page 44. Okay. So the sum reads, you got x plus 2 all over 3 minus x minus 4 over 2. So where do we start? We always start with a LCM. And what's the LCM? 6. For those of you who don't understand, if you go and take a step back and you say, okay, you got 1 over 3 minus 1 over 2. You ask you to simplify this. What would you have done first? LCM. And the LCM would have been 6. Then what do? I multiply 3 by whatever gives you 6, which is 2. And then 2 whatever multiplied by 2 to give you 6, which is 3. And what do we do from here? That's going to give you 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1 over 6. Not so? So the same route that we followed here, we are going to take in that sum here as well. You guys understand? So what's your LCM here, people? 6. So 3 multiplied by what is 6? 2. So what you do to the numerator, denominator, you must do to the numerator. Why do we do that? You get equivalent fractions. That's why we multiply the denominator by 3 to get the LCM. But then you must multiply the numerator also by 3 to get a common fraction. Not so. So what I do is, I don't keep myself brave and multiply this out one time. I write it out again. So it's going to be 2 into x plus 2. You see as a minus? Minus. So what must 2 be multiplied by to give you 3? Sorry, 2 be multiplied to give you 6. I think I have the answer. 3. That must also be multiplied by 3. So it's 3 into x minus 4. The reason why I'm telling you to keep this in a bracket is because if you had multiplied this out, what do we get? 3 times x? 3x. Negative 4 times 3? Negative 12. But when you see, when I'm going to multiply this out, I'm actually going to get positive 12. And that is a common made mistake. Okay, by learners. Even good learners, they make that mistake. Okay? So watch out for that. So what's 2 times x? 2x. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 4. Negative 3 times x. Negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4. And this is all over. Now what? You're adding like terms now, not so. So what is 2x minus 3x? Negative x. What is 4 plus 12? 16 over. Is there any confusion there? Let's do it again. Huh? Kumla says no. You all okay with that? Kumla, you OCL. I think you must become OCL, Kumla. Any confusion? Huh? Let's go on to number 2. So let's write the sum down quickly. You've got a minus 2 over 4 minus a over 3 minus a minus 4 over 12. Okay, so what's your LCM here? 12. Right, so what must 4 be multiplied by to give you 12? 3. So you multiply the top also by 3. 3 must be multiplied by what to give you 12? 4. 12 multiplied by what is 12? Now you guys write for me that what's going to go on the numerator here. Okay. And then you multiply it out in your next step. The full lesson can be found in the description box below. Okay, so we have 3 into a minus 2 minus 4 into a minus 1 into a minus 4. As I said, always write the bracket out there. This is the foolproof method. Okay, any fool can get the sum right. Okay, I didn't say you guys are fools. Okay? Before I get the parent coming here tomorrow. My princess is not a fool. No? Alright, so Ms. Noble, what we get? 3a minus 6. Yes, carry on.
Minus 4.
Yeah.
Minus 8 plus 4.
And this is all over? So what do I do now? Add like terms quickly. Okay, so 3a minus 4a is what? Negative 1a. Negative 1a minus a? Negative 2a. What's minus 6 plus 4? So what do we see now? There's a common factor of 2 that can simplify with the 12. People, if that 2 couldn't have simplified with 12, say for argument's sake that was minus 5a minus 5, would they have taken out the common factor here? No, because they wouldn't have done any difference to the denominator there. So because that 2 can cancel or simplify there, I'm going to take out 2 as a common factor. So it's going to be negative 2, we'll take negative 2 out, a plus 1. Why am I taking the negative out? Who can remember? Because the first term is negative. Okay? So what can happen now? 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 12, 6 times. So the answer is negative a plus 1 all over. The negative can lie next to the fraction or by the numerator, or negative a minus 1 over 6, or a plus 1 over minus 6. All of these answers are acceptable. All means the same thing. Okay? That is why math is so easy. You got many solutions to the same thing. No? Many ways of writing the same thing. People, any question, any confusion here? Let's do it again. Huh? No. Okay? Looking at example 3. Write that sum down quickly. So we've got 2x minus 3 over 3x minus 4x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 over 6. What is your LCM? 6. For the numbers it's 6. But there's an x involved here. So it's actually 6. 6x is your LCM. So what must this fraction be multiplied by? 2. Numerator also by 2. This must be multiplied by 3. Numerator also by 3. This must be multiplied by x. Numerator also by x. You write it down and you multiply it out in your next step. So we get 2 into 2x minus 3 into 4x plus 1 minus x into, yes? You can just put it. Alright, so Hafsa, read out your next line.
4x
Yes?
minus 6
Yes?
minus 12x
Yeah?
minus 3
Correct?
minus x.
So what do I do now, people? So how do you like those quickly? So what's 4x minus 12x? Sorry? Negative 8x. So they use 3 minutes every time. So it's going to be negative 8x minus x.
Good afternoon. May I have your attention,
What's
please?
minus
Matrix?
6 minus 3?
On Matrix, please meet Mrs. Katak in the classroom now at
So hang on.
2nd grade. All Matrix to meet
The
Mrs.
common factor of
Katak
what?
in the classroom now at 2nd
Negative
grade.
9.
Grade 11.
You all agree with that?
And also, the Matrix are also required to go to the hall now during break.
So what have we left
So
with?
after your meeting, can you please report to the hall? Thank you.
So you got negative 9 into x plus 1. Now what? What can cancel? What number goes into 9 into 6 without remainder? So 3 going to 9 thrice, 3 going to 6. So the answer is negative 3 into x plus 1 over. Okay. Any confusion there? Last question. Number 4. Example 4. Sorry? Let's do this one together.
Zara Cross, can you please report to
You
the
got a minus 1 over a
Zara Cross,
3a
please
squared
report to the office.
plus 3 over 4x minus 4 plus a all over 6a squared. What is your LCM here? Sorry? 12. As you can see here, is a squared and a, so of course a squared can't go into a without remainder, however, a can go into a squared. Okay? So that's larger. So you look at the largest, the denominator there. Okay? So 3a squared multiplied by what's going to give you 12a squared? 4. So that must be multiplied by 4. 4a multiplied by what is 12a squared? 3a. 6a squared multiplied by what's going to give you 12a squared? 2. So in other words, I got 4 into a minus 1 plus 3a into 3 minus 2 into 4 plus a. So what do I do now? Let the brackets there, multiply. Okay? So multiply, what do we get? 4 times a? 4a. 4 times negative 1? Negative 4 plus. 3a times 3? 9a. Negative 2 times 4? Negative 8. Negative 2 times a? Negative 2a. And this is all over 12 squared. So what we do now? Like that. It's the same process that's taking place all the time. So what is 4a plus 9a? 13a minus 2a? 11a. What is negative 4 minus 8? Negative 12. And this is all over So this one. Can that cancel? Why? Because of that addition sign. Do you guys understand? And that is something else that we need to know. For general guidelines for fractions, I'll just add this to the video later on. Okay. People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class. Sorry, it's afternoon, but anyway, for homework, I would like you guys to conclude exercise 1. Okay, here's some general guidelines for fractions. Okay, so okay, the first one, we've got a divided by b times c. So this can be written as a over b times c over 1, which is ac over b. Okay. Remember, this is over 1 over 1 over 1. That we change to multiplication, we tumble in times. Okay. So we could have done it like that, or we could have said a over 1 times 1 over b times c over 1, which is ac over b. Either or, you'll get the full multiplication. According to number 2, there's the brackets first, so it's going to be a divided by bc. Remember, this is naturally over 1. Change that to multiplication. It's a over 1 times 1 over bc. Nothing can cancel these, so a times 1 is a, b times c is bc. Okay, then number 3, again that is naturally over 1 over 1 over 1. So it's a over 1 times b over 1 over b times 1 over c. As we know, change it to multiplication, we tumble in times. So a times 1 is a, 1 times b times c is bc. As we know, that's naturally over 1. So it will be a over 1 divided by. The only time you can swap this around, and that to multiplication if it's one fraction. That will simply be in brackets 1 over b times 1 over b. Whatever follows the division will swap around. So it's only that one that needs to swap. It's b over 1 multiplied by 1 over c. So without the bracket first, so it's a over 1 divided by b times 1 is b over c. So now it gives us a over 1 change to multiplication, tumble in times. So c over b, a times c is ac over 1 times b, of course, is b. Okay. So looking at a couple of examples pertaining these rules quickly. This is what we call a fraction over a fraction, or a number over a fraction. It's also complex fractions. This means dividing. So it's 4 divided by a half, which is naturally over 1. You change that to multiplication. So it's 4 over 1 multiplied by 2 over 1. 4 times 2 is 8 over 1, which is 8. Okay, number 2. Again, this means divide here. So it's 3 over 4 divided by 5. But that 5 is naturally over 1. Change multiplication, tumble in times. So it's 3 over 4 times 1 over 5. Is there anything you can cancel here? Numerator, denominator, no. 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 5 is of course 20. The last one of course changes to multiplication, tumble in times. So 2x squared y over 3ax times 9ax over y squared. As you can see, 3 goes to 3 once, 3 goes to 3 once. A cancels A, x cancels x. Y cancels one of the two y's. So what are we left with? We left with 2x squared on top. Of course 1, and there will be a 1 here as well. And the y at the bottom. So 2x squared. So you give me 2x squared numerator. 1 times y is 1. So the answer is 2x squared over 1. But according to them, is 6. Oh, I made a mistake here. That's supposed to have been 3. Okay, so we left with a 3 as well. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, so it's going to give us 6x squared over 1. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the examples for exercise dealing with algebraic fractions.